everybody, welcome back to Prissy Beauty. Today I have a tutorial for you, and I don't know if you're like me, but I love magazines, but a lot of times I feel that they pile up in my house and I don't get to them. And I was actually going through my magazines the other day and I came across my Marie Claire from March 2013, and Keira Knightley was on the cover, and I couldn't believe I passed that magazine because her eye look, I thought it was so beautiful. And I said, you know, I hope it's not too late to reproduce that look. So that's what I did for you today. It's a Keira Knightley inspired eye makeup. It's a very dark, smoky eye, but concentrated on the lid with a pop of color like a blue. And if you have dark eyes, I think it really, really pops your eyes. So if you like to see how I did this look, keep watching. So for this skin, I'm going to start with a primer, and I'm going to use this Laura Geller Spackle in Champagne. I'm going to use a foundation today that I haven't really used in a long time, which is the Revlon Whipped Color Stay Foundation. My shade is 250 Medium Beige, and I'm just going to apply that with a foundation brush. I'm just going to dip the brush in there and I'm just going to move on to the bronzer. I'm going to use the Tarte Princess, what is this called? Park Ave Princess for contouring. The blush I decided to use is also a pretty neutral blush, and it's this Milani Baked Powder Blush in Terra Sole. Very pretty blush, and I'm just going to do right on top of the contour here. Depending on your skin tone, you can probably use this blush to contour if you have it. It's a very pretty color. Okie dokie. For highlighter, I'm going to use Benefit's What's Up. And I'm just going to I'm going to really use my finger here. And then this over here. Bridge my nose. I'm going to move on to my eyebrows real quick. Keira has pretty eyebrows, very dark. My hair is all over my face, annoying me. So I'm going to use my favorite e.l.f. kit for that with a little angled brush. I'm going to start in the gel area. Contour the top. Go into the powder and just set all this stuff that we just did here. Move on to the eyes. I'm going to do one with you and then I'll come back with both of them. I'm going to start, as usually, with my Paint Pot by MAC Painterly. Just going to neutralize the eyelid. If you're like me and have very dark eyelids. I'm going to start with this Jumbo NYX pencil and Black Bean, which is it was going to work as a black base for us. With some type of brush that you have. If you have a like a synthetic brush that you can use for blending, that's better, and that's what I'm going to do here. I'm using this palette by Wet n Wild, the blue one. It's called Blue Had Me a Hello, and it has a matte black, so I'm gonna use that. And just with the fluffy brush, I don't want to pack this color too much. I'm gonna sweep it over the lid again on top of that blend pencil we used. And you see that black really builds up nicely there, especially in the area where the pencil is. And then we can get a cleaner blending brush if you can find one, which is not my really case. A little firmer like this one here, and then just blend the edges. Like I said, I don't want to go out, you know, up too much on this, on the crease, but you can't avoid sometimes, you know. So it becomes like a pretty smoky eye already, as you can see. That's nice. Then the thing with this eye look is the liner, which is a blue liner. And I'm using this pencil 913 Sapphire by NYX. And that's what I'm going to line my eye. And it's funny because on top of the black, you don't see, you know, unless you film close like this. Now you can really see the blue, you see? Like that. And this is basically going to be the liner for this look. If you have a tiny brush that you want to... I just zoomed you in very close so you could see the blue, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit, otherwise you won't be able to see the eye. I'm going to gently blend this out. You can set this blue liner, if you have this Wet n Wild palette, you can use this definer or the crease, one of these two blue shadows here, and go over. Sort of like to set the liner. If you have a silver eyeliner, that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to illuminate a little bit the inner third of the eye on top and the bottom. I'm just going to line with the silver liner here. You can use an eyeshadow if you like. Okay. With that same tiny brush that you had, I'm going to go back on the black shadow lightly and smoke out the bottom. Meaning at the top. Like that. And then obviously if you have this palette or any other blue shadow, you want to put a little bit of the blue underneath also. Most can't really see. Like that. And make sure you blend it well, but not too high up like I mentioned. And that's about it. Then I'm just gonna reinforce this inner. No matter what look I do, I like to do an inner a little bit more highlighted, so that way it doesn't look so dark for me. I'm just gonna put a little bit of mascara on the lower lash line. I'm gonna curl the lashes. Apply mascara on the top. And then on the waterline, I'm also going to use my silver pencil. And water. And that's it for this this side. I'm going to do the other eye and then we'll come back for the concealer under eye. Okay, so we're back with both eyes finished. And on this side I've applied concealer already. What I'm using today is the MAC Prolong Wear Concealer in NW20, which is quite light, so I don't want to put too much, but it's nice because it really brightens up the under eye area and makes your eyes pop even more because the eyes are pretty dark, so I like that. I'm applying this with the little precision brush by Sigma. This is the P86. And I'm using this Real Techniques setting brush to just blend it out because I think it does a good job of that. You see it, and it brightens up the under eye, and then your eyes pop even more because you don't have that darkness under your eyes. On my lips, I do have a little bit of lipstick, and it's Hug Me by MAC, and it's a very nudish lipstick. And on the picture I saw, she doesn't really have a lot of lipstick on, because the rest of it is so pronounced and it's so nice. I'm gonna set my makeup with a little powder. This is the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Medium Plus, just with a fluffy brush like this, just on the areas that you need a little bit of setting. And this is the final look. I really like this look for the eyes, especially if you, I don't know, I think with dark eyes look even better because it makes your eyes really pop. I'm gonna zoom you in one more time so you can actually see the blue. And because it's such a dark eye, you don't think the blue is gonna actually pop like it does on top of the black. But I really like this. I opt to go with the a neutral silver liner on the waterline, but if you want to do the black, I guarantee it's going to look great as well. So this is the final look. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me comments, and thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Bye!